to the Famous Jawas series, where we will tell you about the lives of some very famous Jawas within the Jawa community. For this first episode we will take a look at the life of a famous Jawa adventurer, Blizz. Hold on. What were you doing on CZ198?
Bobolo mantengo. Zeno bada hinakas. Kodva kinizibeli wenezin waleze kandaleno. Ngo pudava dalva no mo confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana.
Hold on. What information?
Ubarare dukia buja. Kodva kinizibeli wenezin waleze kandaleno. Nagwazi nigo nigaka kumbumpi kumbambabla. Kwaba yinso yamayuka nikitido zonke.
Hold on. A train.
Hamzuye luparena kudunzo. Ayapa shahara. Uja kalofo chubara kawananabi. Te mambe nenga uti. Ngo pudava dalva no mo confesco vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana.
Hold on. A ranker.
Kodva kinizibeli wenezin waleze kandaleno. Kalizi aizli nitin minimi. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Fime nekile ogen fuzo nalapo. Karusa gobidon. The fuzo nika espa vandoka trono. Ubarare dukia buja. Kilia kapisa jibilu. Ango tonton. Relompi niete bombom. Kursa bon tululu tenga. Omokobe kavamiga bene. Nagwazi nigo nigaka kumbumpi kumbambabla. Ayafa kon jam karusa. Espa vandunta vin. Tashi yahosa yadan. Choba the cast for andale.
Blizz, a cousin of Kara, was born on Tatooine. Blizz always felt bored by the endless rolling dunes and limited selection of scrap on Tatooine. So when a travelling salvager by the name of SWTOR visited the clan to offer Jawas work as ferrets on exotic salvage missions, Blizz was one of the first to join. As a ferret, Blizz and his fellow Jawas would be sent into dangerous and often tight areas to scout for salvage. On Hoth, Blizz and the rest of the salvage crew worked for the White War Pirates, a fellow Jawa called JawaOlogist, who happened to be Blizz's childhood bully, had also come along as a ferret. JawaOlogist had told their foreman that Blizz was stealing salvage under his coat, which led to Blizz being kicked out of the salvage crew. Blizz ended up being imprisoned by the Shi's ascendancy on Hoth. When the Grand Champion of the Great Hunt freed Blizz from his cell, he vowed to follow his new friend and prove himself useful. Together they went on many bounty hunts and missions, and Blizz learned a lot from his new friend. After the Grand Champion's disappearance during the war against SWTOR, Blizz returned to Hoth to form a crew of his own, hunting bounties and salvage with his usual enthusiasm. Eventually, Blizz and his crew joined the alliance in the fight against SWTOR.
Blizz has proven himself to not just his clan, but all of Jawa kind. So he was a prime candidate to join our Scavengers initiative.
But Blizz's adventures don't end there. The Jawa Council recognized Blizz's accomplishments, and they decided to recruit Blizz as an agent in a top-secret Jawa organization called SCRAP. As an agent of SCRAP, Blizz is often sent on special missions by the Jawa Council. And while most of these missions are classified, the time he aided his cousin Kara in finding the missing JAMANs and ended up defeating the evil Ugnaught Emperor and his Utbot is his most famous mission. It was featured in the award-winning documentary, JAMAN 2, The Search. Blizz has a lot of fangirls, thanks to JAMAN 2. He has also been getting a lot of matches on Tinder, thanks to his fame. Rumor even has it that Disney has bought the rights to make a movie based on JAMAN 2, with Tom Cruise playing the role of Blizz. And what is Blizz up to these days? Well, it seems the Jawa Council has tasked him with retrieving some secret information from Xerka. What this information is about, he refuses to say. However, our interview got suddenly cut short when Blizz said he smelled some hugmen and then proceeded to run off into town.
Ayata suta un titi. Fimine kila ogen kodva kinisibe liwenezin walezek handalen. Fuzo nalapo. Go puta badalva no makantesko vami. Kimina ni halaneza nimba ni hala kamanahana. Ayafa kamjam koruza. Uzo kabahuna.
In the next episode of Famous Jawas, we will be taking a look at an infamous Jawa suspected of murder. Until next time.